Hello beautiful souls, my name is Olivia. Welcome to my channel. If you're feeling stuck, tired from being on survival mode, maybe you've been on survival mode for years, months, or even a few days, it is still exhausting. Wondering where your next meal will come from, not knowing whether the job you applied for will finally reply and you will get the good news. I know it's hard. Most people are going through hard times in this season, but try not to focus on anything that is outside of you. Focusing on what is happening around the world only brings more negativity because it drains your energy and makes you hopeless. But I want to raise your hope today. Focus on your own situation, and I want to remind you that it is not over. Good is still coming. I know this sounds woo-woo because I've been there. I've been told so many times that this too shall pass, and I actually never believed it. I never thought it would happen for me, but I sit here today filled with so much gratitude because I never gave up. I never gave up in believing, having hope, and being faithful and trusting God's timing. God's timing is always perfect. We just happen to want things in our own way, our own timing. But when we learn to trust God's timing and surrender, the easier it felt for me to actually keep on trusting and hoping for the best. God has never failed me, and He will never fail you. I promise you, you are going to make it. I want to remind you something today. You are not failing. You have been enduring. When a person lives in survival mode for a long time, their nervous system automatically stays in that alert mode. It makes everything feel heavier. Even simple dreams seem far away. Your exhaustion is not a weakness. It is just a result of carrying so much for too long. Feeling limited does not mean you are limited. You feel trapped because your resources are few. You feel stuck because you can only do less than what you would like. Don't feel trapped because you lack ability, intelligence, or potential. You're already smart. You already have those abilities. You have qualities and skills that sometimes feel hidden within when there's no activity in our lives. After you've tried so much, it's easy to give up, especially when your dream is closer. Financial strain can make your world feel small, but it does not define your destiny. Remember this, your desire for more is a sign of life, of good. It is not a sign of greed. It is a sign that you want to grow, you want to elevate and do more. Your spirit is still reaching forward, even in hardship, my friend. Stay positive. Hang in there. I know faith and patience are the most hardest things to practice, because without faith, we cannot be patient, and without patience, we cannot be faithful. Hold on, my friend. God is watching. God is preparing. You're in preparation mode. You're not stuck. The things that God is preparing for you for are bigger than your expectations. So sometimes we rush God because we are willing to settle for less because of the discomfort of feeling stuck, the discomfort of having less, believing that we are lacking when we carry so much potential and when goodness is already on its way towards us. Eventually you will unlock that door. One of the things that I've learned in my life is that when it is not yet time for something to come through, it feels so stuck. And when it does unfold finally, it's so surprising how you ask yourself, what was blocking me all along? And you would even assume witchcraft. It's actually not. It's because it's not yet divine timing. When the timing is perfect, when it is your turn, when it is your time, things just start happening. Ideas come through, and when they do, you easily put action towards them. Sometimes ideas come, but it's very hard to action them. It's very difficult. It's almost impossible to action them, but very possible in your mind. But when it is divine timing, nothing can block that. When that idea comes, you take action, you have that energy, that spirit that is driving you towards it. That is a sign that this is that time. And if you are already experiencing divine timing by taking action towards those dreams, that business you've been thinking about, taking action towards that volunteering job, whatever it is, know that it is already time, and hold on and carry on moving, no matter how exhausting or tiring it can be. Remember, it will unfold in ways that you do not expect. The results will be amazing. Things will unfold for you. Opportunities, gates that you never thought would open for you will eventually just open up, and it's going to be so amazing. God loves us all, and we are all special, unique in our own ways. And remember, don't compare yourself to other people. God loves you. You are perfect just as you are. Hello my friends, my name is Olivia. Welcome to my channel. One of the signs that you have matured is that you no longer get triggered easily by people, situations. Things that happen around you no longer have that much power over you. You observe, you easily notice them and name them. You know what they are. You look at the situation and you know that I'm being tested. You look at someone trying to trigger you and you know their intentions, that this person is trying to get the worst out of me. And you sit back in silence and you observe, you watch, you don't react, you respond in silence. And when you are forced in a situation to speak out, your words are few but carry very much wisdom. That is something that I learned about myself after years of spiritual awakening, going through the most hardest seasons of my life. Because truly, spiritual awakening is not easy. It is the dark night of the soul. And yes, I've experienced the worst. It hasn't been easy. It's been hard. I sit here today to share this story because of what I went through. And only to realize now that everything that I went through, every situation, was meant for me to share it today with you. Had I known that previously, maybe it would have made it easy. But I didn't know what my purpose was when I was going through those hardships. And surely I thought, without doubt, I thought God has forgotten me. I thought I will never rise again. I thought it was over. God had to rewrite my story, and I had to relive it, and it wasn't easy. And I want to share this with you today. There will come a time where in life you will feel like history is repeating itself, but it's not. It is God rewriting your story, but this time is different, because this time you are winning, and this time you're doing things the right way. Just a brief story about myself, just briefly. I'm not going to say everything. When I first got divorced, because I got married very young, and I got divorced when I was around 27, 28, I think, I'm not sure. But I moved back home, and I moved back home with my siblings, of course, my younger sister and other sisters, because I have a lot of siblings, and it was not nice. We had sibling rivalry, we had arguments, we had challenges. I was challenged every day. It was a challenge. Just staying at home every day was a challenge. It wasn't easy. But one of my biggest mistakes that I did was, before my divorce was officially, over, I had already started dating someone, right? A friend of mine that I've known from school. Eventually we started dating, but my divorce was not yet done, right? And eventually I go through divorce, it was over, it's okay. But I dated this high school friend of mine, and I moved to dating somebody else and another person. So I dated about 3 people during my divorce, and none of those relationships worked out. Why? Because it was not time. I was doing it the wrong way. I never gave myself a chance to heal. I never gave myself a chance to discover who I was and what I wanted and where I'm going. And why did I get divorced? Why did that person trigger me? I never did the inner work. So that forced me to make decisions that were harmful. And I didn't know they were harmful. Moving from one relationship to another and getting hurt and disappointed. I know this sounds like whatever. Yeah, we all get hurt. But it was so deep that I lost myself in the process. And one of the most painful things is, when your mental health is triggered, when your mental health is no longer in a stable situation, when you're going through depression and this and that, and every time you go through those situations, you don't even know what it is. You just think, I just need somebody to be with somebody else. I think that person broke my heart, so I need to be with somebody else. So it's rebound after rebound after rebound. So that is just not healthy, right? And my God, my story is insane. Okay, so now God rewrote my story and I'm starting over again. 2nd time divorce, and this time I'm doing it the right way, and I'm enjoying it. I love it because it's not easy as well, but I know that I'm walking on the right path. It's not easy to go back home, restart your life, and people asking questions. Yes, it's not easy, but because I know where me and God are walking or where we are going, I'm at ease. And people wonder, why are you not under depression? Why are you not, you should be miserable. Getting divorced is not easy, right? So you should be miserable. You should be feeling this way and that way. But because I know that this time around it's different, I'm glowing, I'm happy, I'm joyful, even with divorce. So I'm just grateful. So do it the right way, my friend. Do it the right way. Do it with God. Because if you do it alone, according to your own logical sense, you are going to make mistakes. We are not perfect, we are human. But when God is by our side, we've got angels that guide us, spirit guides that watch over us. Listen to that inner voice. Don't rush to heal the flesh. Focus on your spirit. God bless you. God loves you.